Chapter 1. Marriage is a gift. He who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from the Lord. Proverbs 18:22. One of my favorite events to be a part of is a wedding. So much life, celebration, and anticipation of a great love story ahead. One of my favorite moments is when the groom first gets a glimpse of his bride. There's something unique and beautiful about those initial moments of the rest of somebody's forever commitment to each other. As a pastor, I've been able to officiate many weddings, and with that comes the task of looking for the perfect Bible verse and the right words to say to bring attention to God's heart and purpose for the particular moment. Along the way, I discovered that my favorite verse to read during a wedding is from the book Song of Songs. Song of Songs, chapter 3, verse 11 says, "Come out and look, you daughter of Zion. Look on King Solomon, wearing a crown, the crown with which his mother crowned him on the day of his wedding, the day his heart rejoiced." The ending line says it all. The wedding day is the day the groom and bride's hearts rejoice. It's the moment when your heart feels a sense of coming alive in a way never felt before. This full experience of love and joy is a gift of love that God has given us expressed through marriage. One of God's greatest gifts to humanity is love, romance, marriage, and intimacy, both in sexual intimacy and in deep human connection found only in a committed union between husband and wife. So don't ever downplay the passion and love in weddings as unnecessary or not something that lasts. Instead, honor it as an authentic glimpse of the love that God has given to humanity. It's a passion to be stirred up and encouraged. You complete me. Have you ever been in an airport and watched those reunions between a dating or married couple? There's something beautiful about seeing people in love being reunited together. I almost get choked up when I see that happen. It's like you're watching them find the other part of themselves. There's an iconic movie line where the man says, "You complete me." I grew up hearing all the sermons against that line because pastors were trying to say that you're completing Christ first, that you don't need to try to make a man or woman complete your brokenness and emptiness. The idea is that we must be two whole people coming together rather than two incomplete halves. Now, I agree with some of that, of course, but if we're not careful, we can diminish the true picture of love, marriage, and the two coming together as one. While your life can be great even if you never marry, there's no doubt that we were designed not to be alone, but to come together to be one. So when you choose the man or woman you want to spend the rest of your life with, the person you cannot imagine living without, it really does bring a completeness and a wholeness to your lives. Healthy relationships progress. God designed love and romance to mature and lead towards marriage. Unfortunately, our world has distorted love, marriage, and sex, which has led to so much pain and dysfunction. Our world has made commitment and marriage the afterthought rather than the end game of romance. Life's principles and systems operate best when things are in the correct order and aligned with God's Word. Marriage should be the goal of every romantic relationship between a man and a woman. Because dating leads towards marriage, my parents taught me that we don't start dating someone unless we can see ourselves potentially marrying that person. Dating should be with the intention of marriage. Relationships aren't supposed to stay stagnant. If you're dating, it should progress. If you're married, your marriage should be growing. So often we get in trouble when we attempt to delay the natural flow of a relationship. It can be like trying to swim upriver. So if you've been dating for years and not progressing in commitment, you may be caught more in a swamp. If your friendship isn't moving towards dating, and from dating to engagement, and engagement to marriage, and married life to kids, and growth and intimacy, then something is off. It doesn't mean that you have to marry the first person you date, but it does mean you don't entertain a relationship that you know could never end in marriage because of misaligned values and vision.